because some of you may not know me even when you watch the recording, is that one, I'm an Army vet, which is why you're going to see the way the training is. You can tell, hey, I like structure. Another thing too, I like to consider myself the best auntie in the world. So I have a lot of nieces and nephews that I love and adore and, you know, love to spoil all the time. And also too, I've been trading now for over 5 years. And another thing is that I'm a breast cancer survivor, okay? So my goal, the reason why I created this whole class, and it's probably going to be free for 3 days, is to show people how when you learn to trade Forex, it is not as hard as everyone believes it to be. When you have the right mentorship, the right mindset, you can really go extremely far with this, especially when it comes to earning extra income online, okay? Now, at any point in time, this is a beginner's class, make sure you can always type your questions inside the chat, and I got you covered, okay? So, welcome once again to your Forex Basics 101 class. Disclaimer, I like to always get my disclaimers out there. I am not a financial advisor, okay? Forex trading has large potential rewards, but it also has risks like with anything in life. The information I'm going to provide for you today is for educational purposes only, okay? So now we got the legal stuff out the way. So what exactly is Forex? Now, if you look on Google, it's going to say the foreign exchange market is a global marketplace for exchanging national currencies. Now, the whole purpose of this class is to make it where it is simplistic for you. So what exactly is Forex? It is simply the exchange of different currencies. So for example, if you live over in the US, say for instance you want to go visit Mexico. When you go over to Mexico, you have to exchange your US dollars, right, for the Mexican peso. Now, instead of doing that in person, we do a lot of this online with the foreign exchange market, and it's from all around the world. Another thing with the Forex market is that we tend to leverage, I'm going to give you live examples, whether things are a buy or a sell. So a lot of times with the stock market, you know, when it's doing good, like, hey, I'm doing good, yay. And then it starts to drop and it's like, man, people lose their minds. But in the Forex market, because we're exchanging currencies, right? So currencies are always going to be going up and down, but we leverage the sales as well. So it gives you like a limitless amount of income potential, okay? Now, going to move on a little forward. Now, the agenda for today, like so you can tell I'm prior military. We went over what is Forex. I'm going to also show you when to trade Forex pairs, what are the lot sizes, what are the pips. This is your terminology, okay? Because if I can get you to understand the terminology, the trading part is easy. You just copy and pasting. It's so easy, okay? I'm going to go over what are pips. I'm going to show you how to take a trade idea. I'm going to go over what is a stop loss, and also to what is a take profit. So pairs to trade. So remember I said that the Forex market deals with currency, which means that it's currencies from all around the world. And what you need to know is the different time frames. So the Forex market as well is 24/7. So you know the stock market closes at a certain time. But since we're dealing with the foreign exchange market, you get to leverage all of that by able to trade 24/7. That's why I love the Forex market. I have my stocks, but the Forex market, there's no limit to how much income you can earn over here. No income claims, of course. It's because it's so lucrative. And then the Forex exchange market is a $7 trillion per day industry. So if you can just learn the basics, you'll do very well. I promise you, okay? Now let's move on. What are lot sizes? Now, don't worry, you're going to get live examples for each one of these. When it comes to trading the foreign exchange market, remember I said everything has risk? The same thing over here. So when you enter the market, I want you to understand what you're risking, because you control that. So when you hear people saying, man, the Forex don't work, I lost a lot of money in it, it's because they didn't understand this part, the simple stuff. Because once you go into it, you control your overall risk. So with the Forex market, you can invest with as little as 10 cents. Okay, see here? So when you're going into the foreign exchange market and I show you, you're going to already know off the bat how much you are willing to risk. Okay? All right, let me lock the class, because I always lock 5 minutes afterwards. There we go. Told you, prior military me. So when it comes to this, when you're trading, you know exactly how much you're willing to risk. So if you're like, hey, this is new to me, I don't want to risk any more than 10 cents, then that's what it is. So you're going to have to learn about your lot sizes. And don't worry, you're going to learn all this inside the academy and everything. But I just wanted to make sure this class today that you kind of get a general understanding of everything. So when we start to show you the live examples, you're going to see that you can trade, they're called lot sizes, okay? And lot sizes typically are, as you see it at the bottom here, is specific amounts called lots, or basically the number of currency units you're willing to buy or sell. Okay, it basically measures the amount of your transaction. So you're like, hey, I want to go ahead and put in 10 cents on this particular currency pair, or I'm going to put in $1, or I'm going to put in $10, and of course it goes higher. Okay, now when we talk about pips, I want you to think about it as pips are simply, just to make it simplified, how the market moves. So when it comes to the stock market, it moves in prices. The Forex market does the same thing. But anytime, where I'm going to show you a live example, anytime the market moves, instead of it being like moving up a step, 2 steps, 3 steps, it moves up pips, okay? It just moves up pips, just how they calculate everything. So an example, and I'm going to show you a live market, is, say for instance, the price of the Great British Pound, right? And we're trading against the US dollar, is $1.35361. Anytime you're trading in the Forex market, you're going to drop the last digit. This last digit is like when you're going to get gas to that last little number on there. It's called a pipette. So you normally have the price of gas on the side. It's a small little number to the right hand side. Same thing, okay? But when you're trading in the Forex market, we don't really calculate that, okay? We calculate the one right before, okay? So don't worry, you're going to get live examples. So think of pips, how the market moves. The market moves in steps, aka pips, all right? Then we'll go back one. When it comes to lot sizes, think of it as how much money you're willing to risk. And then also to the same thing, how much money you would like to create at the market, all right? So let's keep going. Now, anytime you're trading in the market, people think you got to sit in front of the charts all day long. You do not. You do not. What I'm going to show you is how to set what are called pending orders, which means you can look at the chart, say, okay, make just a pretty general analysis of it, and then you set the trade. Once you set the trade, you don't have to worry about staring at the charts because it's going to close out automatically. Now, what causes trades to close out automatically is certain numbers you're going to put in. One of those numbers are your take profit. Think of it as, like it says on the screen here, a take profit order automatically closes an order when the price reaches up a specified threshold. So say, because remember I told you control every single thing in the market. Say for instance, you was like, hey, once it reaches $10, I'm gonna keep it at a minimum for you all. Once it reaches $10, let me get my money, pretty much, okay? So if when the market moves, whether it's moving up or down, even if I'm in for a sale and say, hey, I'm in profit $10, close me out, okay? And I just wait for the next trade. That's what your take profit does. It allows you to secure your position so that if the market does happen to go up to $10 and then it drops, you already secured your $10, so you're not even worried because the market automatically closed you out, okay? So it kind of looks like this. So say if you're in for a buy, I love visuals. If you're in for a buy, you win, you're doing good, you got your take profit, okay? Boom, but now the order happened to start going backwards. You could have avoided this loss if you would have just go ahead and had your take profit in. So some people, when they trade, they're going to say, hey, I don't put a take profit. I don't put a stop loss, where I'm going to show you a stop loss. I don't put any of that. I just sit and, watch the trade. When it gets a good enough profit, I close out. No. When you're over here, especially over here with me, you're going to make sure that we minimize our risk. We're not going to be out here trading the Forex market like we're gambling. No, we're going to make sure we take calculated risk and we're going to minimize it as much as possible. Okay? So next thing, what's a stop loss? This right here. When I first started out, I blew a lot of my accounts. What is a blown account? That means that you put money into your broker and they took it all because I was losing trades. I didn't understand when I first started, which is why I stress it so much now, it's a stop loss. So when you're starting to enter your trades, you got to have your take profit, so when it hits that, boom, you're at the trade. Another thing you got to have is your stop loss. This is what's going to help you a lot, especially when you're first starting out with losing too much money, okay? Because you're gonna have some losses. I'm gonna be real with you here. You're not gonna be, every trade is not gonna be a winning trade. Just like with life. In life, every life isn't a winning life, but right here you can minimize that. So when you put in your stop loss, if the market say went up to say $20, okay, we're gonna use small numbers here, went up $20, now start to reverse, and now you went in negative $5. Now you're negative $7. If you have your stop loss in, you're like, hey, I don't want to risk any more than $7, Keish. As soon as that market started to drop and you just made a negative $7, it's going to close you out automatically. So now you're not going to lose your entire account. Another example. So you have $50 in your account. The market's moving. You're like, okay, I believe it's going to continue going my direction. And boom, it starts going the opposite direction. You knew right off the bat that you don't want to risk any more than $5 of your $50 that you're willing to invest. How do you stop that and allow it to just risk that $5? Your stop loss, okay? Your stop loss. Your stop loss is going to save your life, okay? Your stop loss along with, come back, your lot sizes are going to change your life. So as long as you start to understand lot sizes, don't worry, I'm going to show you everything. Oh, there we go. Lot sizes and stop loss, you're going to truly minimize your risk, okay? Does that make sense? I'm sure it does. If it doesn't, don't worry. Maybe you can always ask questions as well, okay? So how exactly do we take advantage of this? How do we start trading in the markets? Do you give me your money? No. Do you give maybe somebody that's going to invite you to watch the replay? Do you give them your money? No. What we utilize is a tool called MetaTrader 4. Because I don't know if you ever seen the movies when they're on Wall Street, they're calling out numbers. There's a lot of stuff going on, right? That's not us. We don't go down there and do that. We utilize tools. Tools will save your life, okay? Tools will save your life. So the tool that we utilize, and this is traders all across the world. It's not just right here with me that we utilize MetaTrader 4. No, all across the world, this is what traders utilize to take advantage of the foreign exchange market, aka the Forex market. So the MetaTrader 4 platform allows us to leverage the Wall Street, because you can set up a demo account where I'm going to show you every single thing. So when you leave this class, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I got a general understanding. Now I see how simple trading can be. So with the MetaTrader 4, it allows us to get into the market, right, at lower leverage. Okay, and this app is actually free of charge. So if you have not downloaded yet, make sure you download it. It is MetaTrader 4. You're going to see the symbol look just like this, okay? And then after class, if you have any issues downloading it, all you have to do is let me know, because I'm giving my contact information as well. So the MetaTrader 4 is what we utilize to place our trades. So you're not giving your money to me or anyone else, because the whole goal of this is to show you how to do this. So you have to depend on anybody at all. So if you're like, hey, I don't feel like going to work today, I just placed a trade, boom, you just made a certain amount of money, you're good, and you did that on your own without depending on anyone else. That's what's the power of the foreign exchange market, because too, it is recession proof. So right now, people are going losing their minds saying, hey, the crypto market's dropping, all the stocks are down, but the foreign exchange market is still moving. Because remember, I said you leverage, even when it's selling and dropping, you're still able to profit off of that as well. So a lot of people don't realize that when it comes to the foreign exchange market, we're not worried about, okay, the stocks are dropping, crypto is dropping. And also too, once you really dive deep into this, you'll learn that you can trade crypto on the foreign exchange market. And what does that mean? Anytime crypto is dropping, what can you be doing in the foreign exchange market? Selling it and earning a profit. But that will be for a further class, okay? So the first thing you want to make sure you do is download MetaTrader 4, okay? So MetaTrader 4. Now, before you start doing any type of trading, okay, if you follow me, you know I do a lot of mindset development stuff, personal development. I'm all about the mindset. The same thing here when it comes to trading. A lot of people do not want to hear this, but this is also something that's going to save you a lot of heartache and save your pockets a lot. Some people don't realize when it comes to trading that it's simple. The part that gets complicated is the human part of us. It's the mindset. We start to get emotional about it. We start to freak out, especially if you're trading like your bill money. You start to freak out. So how do you control that? You have to develop what's called a trader's mindset. So first thing here, you can kind of screenshot this if you need to, is you already know what is your vibe, okay? How are you feeling? If you're upset, don't come trading in the market, okay? Because something about the market, sounds like it senses it. So it's like, hey, I'm upset right now. You click the button, you're like, man, I just lost money, all right? You want to make sure when you're starting to trade, when you sit down in front of a computer, phone, you can trade from your phone, tablet, laptop, whatever it is, that you are in a calm type, a calm vibe, all right? You want to be able to focus. Another thing you want to see is, are you following your trading plan? Now, in the future class, because this is just a basic class, you're going to learn more about your trading plan, because with everything in life, you got business plans, right? If you work, you got to follow certain criteria. When I was in the military, I had to follow certain criteria, right? The same thing when it comes to trading. A lot of people think that trading in the Forex market, when you get in here, you think, hey, it's gambling. Hey, I'm supposed to make money tomorrow. No, you have to follow a plan. That's why I want to set you up correctly from the start. When you have your trading plan, you know exactly, okay, 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to sit down and trade. This is the time I'm going to trade. This is, let me go back a couple of slides. I want to make sure you all get this. When I'm talking about times, I know exactly, okay, maybe I'm going to trade at 5 p.m. Eastern time because I know the Sydney market is open. Because remember, the foreign exchange market deals with currencies from all around the world. So if I know I'm trading at 6, I know it's only certain pairs that I'm going to trade. So how would I know that? I'll come over and look at, you can look at this screenshot here, and I know that these are the pairs that I'll be trading. These are part of my trading plan. Okay, let's go back ahead. Because you want to also have a plan. So you want to know the time of day you're going to be trading, the trades you're going to be trading, every single thing, the lot size you're going to be using. All of this is pre-gamed before you actually sit down and place a trade. And a lot of people don't realize that. It's part of your mindset. Another thing too, you only want to risk what you're comfortable losing. What do I mean by that? If you come into this market and you're like, hey, all right, I'm putting $50 in. Make sure you're comfortable with losing or risking that $50 too, because remember, none of this is guaranteed. So if you're coming into this putting your last in it, then I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just going to be honest with you. But only risk what you're comfortable losing. So if it's $50, then that is what it is. It's no minimum, right? And it's definitely no maximum to how much you can invest into the market, okay? And then one of the books I recommend for anyone that's new to trading is Trading in the Zone, okay? Excellent book. It talks about mindset and just gets everything in a flow. So if you just read this book while you're following along in trading, you're going to be ahead of some people who's been trading forever, okay? Because a lot of people haven't realized yet, it's all about the basics and the mindset. That's why I do this class for you every single Thursday, okay? So make sure you have a screenshot it, just trader's mindset. Now, here comes the good stuff, the good stuff. Because now we got past the basics, a little bit of the terminology. It's not all the terminology, but it's enough to get you to actually placing trades and seeing how you can create some income from this. Now, how exactly do you take a trade idea? Some people might call it trade analysis. Some people just call them trades, or you might see a trade idea. You need to make sure, if you haven't, go ahead and screenshot this. You follow these six things in play. One thing to make sure before you place a trade, you got the tools. What's the tools? You want to download the free app, MetaTrader 4. Okay? Download the free app, MetaTrader 4. The next thing you want to have is the pair that you're trading. And don't worry, I'm going to show you all of this. So you want to know the pair that you're trading. Why? Because they asked you for it here. Right here, this is a screenshot of the MetaTrader 4 app. So when it's time to place a trade, and I'm going to show you live, it's going to ask you for your pair. Okay? The next thing you need to know is your entry or your price, depending on the phone if you're Android or Apple. Okay? You want to know your entry or your price. Why? Because it's going to ask you. See right here it says price. And I'm going to show you how to actually not even, especially when you're starting out, how to not know how to analyze charts, but be able to copy and paste and still earn some income until you're ready to sit down and focus and actually learn the charts, okay? So I'm going to show you all of this. Another thing you want to know, what we talked about before, is your take profit. Because remember, we're not sitting in front of charts all day. We got lives. So you want to know your take profit. Why? It asks you for. You're simply going to be filling in the blanks. So what if it was that simple as the MetaTrader 4 is going to tell you exactly, the overall, and I tell you what you're looking for, but then you come over here with myself and our company, and we're going to tell you the answers to put in here. Simple. We're going to tell you the answers to put in here. And then once you start to learn this, and then you're going to start understanding why these answers are in here. Stuff is simple. It's so simple. So I'm pretty much going to show you how to copy and paste today. All right? Simple stuff. And then you want to know your stop loss. Why? Because it asks you for it. It's going to ask you for every single thing, and we're going to give you the answers. Only answer I will not give you is this one, your lot size. Because remember I said you're only going to risk, you determine your risk. Okay? No one will ever be like, hey, use this particular lot size. These are your lot sizes here that you can always change. So remember we spoke about the 0.01 on the main page. Let me go back. I'm a very visual person. So right here, these are your lot sizes. Okay? You can always change it. Most of them start off with a micro lot though. So right here, 0.01, that means you're risking 10 cents per each move in the market. Okay? But if it goes in your direction, you just gain 10 cents per each move in the market. Or it can go up to 0.10. Now you're doing $1 per move in the market. I'm keeping it simple for you, okay? Per move in the market. Know where I'm going to give you a live example. And you got to calculate it utilizing tools. I'm all about simplicity, okay? Let's come back. There we go. So long as you have these 6, before you come over to your MetaTrader 4 and the proper mindset, you'll be prepared and ready to trade. Now, how would the trade ideas look? So while you're here with me, over the next 2-3 days, I'm going to make sure, if you're watching a recording, you just send me a text message. With you being on here live, you just make sure you just put in the chat, your information, and I'll be sure to follow up with my text information, because I'll be working alongside with you for free for the next for 3 days. Okay, so you got me today, tomorrow, and then I'll cover 2 over the weekend. All right, so anytime, because I'm gonna put you inside a group, the trade idea is going to come through, because I want you to learn how to copy and paste, and then you're going to start actually learning. I just want to get you to earn such income right now, but I want to show you how simple it can be. So anytime I send you a trade idea, it's going to look just like this. Okay, it's going to give you the pair, because remember, we got to know the pair. Remember, got to know the pair we're trading. It's going to tell you what type of order it is, whether it's a buy. There we go. Whether it's a buy or a sell, it's going to tell you exactly what to do. So right here it says buy stop. By this saying buy limit, you would just click the button, don't worry, I'm sure you live, and put it on buy limit. And then right here is your price. Remember, you got to have your price. Right here it says price. You're just going to copy this number into here, not right now, this is an example. And then SL, there we go. SL stands for stop loss. I'm going to give you your stop loss. All you're going to do is copy it right here. And then your take profit, whatever TP is take profit. If I can get my, what's the name right? There we go. You're going to put it right here. You're just copying the numbers into that free app MetaTrader 4. Okay, and don't worry, I am about to show you. All right, so I'm gonna stop sharing, and I'm gonna share from my phone, and you're gonna be able to see my phone in a few moments, because I'm a very visual person, so I like to make sure I show everything. So I'm gonna share from over here, and you'll be able to see it in a moment. Here you go. Make sure my phone wasn't freezing up, and you should be able to see it in about 3, 2, 1. It should be popping up. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Now, right here in the background is my little nephew. I told you I love my nieces and nephews. But right here at the top right-hand corner, anything that I utilize for trading, I always put it inside a folder. Always, because I like to be organized. I told you I'm prime military, so I like everything structured in a certain type of way. So at the top right-hand corner, my little folder says Trading Tools. So right now, if you haven't, or don't know anything about it, make sure that you write this down in your notes. Download MetaTrader 4, and I want you to download something extra, because next week I'll be going over TradingView. Okay, I like to keep the classes kind of short, you know, between 45 minutes to an hour. So in the next class, I'm gonna be going over TradingView. It's gonna be a recap of what we did today, and then we're gonna go over TradingView. So download that, and you'll be ahead of the class for next week. Now, remember I mentioned download MetaTrader 4. Once you download, it's gonna look just like this. Okay, once it looks like this, I know it looks, especially if you're new, it's like, whoa, what is this, Keish? But don't worry, I want you to just follow exactly what I'm going to tell you to do. So I'm just briefly explaining some of this. So this right here is how you actually trade in the market. Okay, because although I'm going to show you open up a demo account, I do not want anyone trading their live account until you show me proof that you're doing well in your demo account. Okay, because we're all about creating extra income over here, not losing it. All right. So you see the numbers moving. This is the live market. So you're going to be doing a demo account, but you're still utilizing live numbers. This is the market moving right now on the foreign exchange side. Now, first thing I want you to do, once you download this particular app, MetaTrader 4, I want you to come down. Once you open it, come all the way down. At the bottom, it says quotes. See it highlighted in blue. Right beside that, it says chart, trade, history, settings. I want you to click on the settings button, because what I want to do right now is set you up where now you know how to trade, and where you know exactly how to utilize your tool. Now, as you see at the top of mine, it says eyebrows. When you open up your live trading accounts, you can label it towards whatever it is you want to do. Mine is labeled eyebrows, because I plan on getting like the tattooed eyebrows, and they cost a good amount of money, because I want from certain persons. So what I do is, remember, all about mindset. Whatever it is I want my money to go towards, I want to start manifesting towards it, I write it. So even in my trading account, I do the exact same thing. How I live my life is actually how I trade as well. So you'll see they kind of go hand in hand once you really dive deep into this. Now, once you open up the MetaTrader 4, you want to open up a new account. So I want to click on new account. Once I click on new account, you see it gives me 2 options. The first option says open a demo account. This is what we're about to do. We're not even going to worry about the second one, because that's all about your live account. And we're not doing live accounts, because this is for what? Educational purposes only. Okay, I get my disclaimer out there. So once you click on open a demo account, you just want to open it. First thing it's going to ask you for, it says enter a company or server name. So I want to click in this little box, and you choose your brokers. Now, we didn't speak about this, okay, because I normally leave that to our training platform. But your broker is, think of it as your middleman, because we cannot directly go down to Wall Street and say, hey, put this trade in for me. No, we utilize tools such as MetaTrader 4, and MetaTrader 4 have to utilize a broker. A broker is pretty much like a banker, okay? So I cannot legally recommend any brokers to you all. So what I would recommend though is that Google is your best friend, okay? So some things you can type in there is best Forex brokers for whatever your country is, whether it's Jamaica, South Africa, wherever it is, or best Forex brokers for U.S. residents. You can type in things like that and then kind of get an idea and then do your research, okay? Now, for training purposes only, say you want to do, let's say, Hugo's Way. We're going to type in Hugo's Way, okay? You see it starts to pop up and it says demo. It's very important. You want to make sure you're doing a demo account first. All right, so let me go back one, just to make sure we're all on the same page. Remember, we downloaded MetaTrader 4. Once we download it, remember we said it's going to look like this. Then I want to open up a demo account. How do I get to my demo account? Down at the bottom right-hand corner, see next to history, it says settings. I want to click on settings. Once I click on settings, I want to click on new account. Once I click on new account, I want to click on open a demo account. Okay, once that happened, I want to type in my broker that I did my research on. Okay, so I want to type in Hugo's Way. And you see it says demo. I click on it. Once you click on it, it's going to ask for your name, phone number, email. You can put in your right information if you want to. It doesn't matter because it's a demo account. So you can put in a nickname. It really doesn't matter, okay? You come down, got your account type. Is always going to be the broker that you chose. Your leverage. That's the most powerful thing about trading the Forex market, because you can come in and it will give you leverage, okay? So it's how it says like 1-500. So it's basically like for every dollar you're trading, you're basically trading $500. If that makes sense. So every dollar that you're trading, they're giving you leverage. They're like fronting you some upfront money. So for every dollar you trade, because remember, once you dive deep into this, it's so informational. You're gonna learn that we're pretty much called retail traders, okay? Because we're not the bankers. The bankers would come in with, millions of dollars to trade. So since a lot of retail traders come in with a lesser amount, the brokers pretty much give you leverage to trade as if your dollars were a more larger account balance, okay? So you can still come in with $50, but when you trade inside the Forex market, they're going to let you trade as if it's more, okay? But don't worry, we got videos on this. Just give you so you'll know. Just keep a heads up, right? And deposit. So you always can change these. So you can click on it. You can change to whatever you want to change it. Okay, deposit, you can take it down to something more realistic for you. If you want to do 3 G's, you can take it down to $3,000, and then click on register at the top right hand corner. Okay, once you do that, you see it's going to give you login information. If you lose this information, it's a demo account. Now right now I'm sharing my screen. If this was my live account, you will not see me sharing my screen, showing my login information, password information. But it's a demo account, which means I can create 10,000. That's really nothing you can do with a demo account right here, okay? So even if you lose your password, it's okay. Just create another demo account because you can have a lot of them. Then click on done. Once you click on done, now you're back to what's called the quotes page. See at the bottom, it says quotes, highlighted in blue. It's your quotes page. Now you're always going to see on here, the left-hand side, these are what's called your pairs, your Forex pairs. So AUD is your Australian dollar against the US dollar, your EUR, your euro against the US dollar. Like you're trading different ones, and you can also trade, like I said before, cryptocurrencies on the Forex market. A lot of people don't know as well, you can trade certain stocks on the Forex market. So if you know a stock, maybe Apple or whatever, and you normally purchase that stock, and you're like, man, I see it dropping, and I want to be able to leverage that. You come into the foreign exchange market right here on MetaTrader 4, and you're able to leverage that and still get some income from it. Powerful, I know. Now, one of the things you're going to see, like I said, when the trades come through, remember I gave you the example, it's going to tell you exactly what the pair is. So say, for instance, hypothetically, you had a trade to come through, and I said I want you to trade USD JPY. All you would do, just pay attention, all you would do, don't overcomplicate it, is you would find right here on your screen where USD JPY is. So when we scroll, we're looking, boom, there it is. It says USD JPY. All I want to do is click on it. I just tapped it. That's it, because now we're about to trade in the market, okay? And remember, it's a demo, so if you mess up, it's okay. That's the biggest thing that I notice with students, especially when you're first starting out. They're afraid of the demo. No, don't be afraid of the demo. We're going to trade a demo just how we're going to trade a live account. So it's okay to make your mistakes at first, but that's what the demo account is first, okay? It's for. So you see it gives us an option here. It says trade chart details. just thinking about it, if I give you a pair to trade, which one will we click on? The trade button, okay? So if I click on the trade button, now it looks just like that screenshot I showed you in the slideshow. So exactly what I give you, what I send to you, I'm going to tell you the pair. See at the top says USD JPY. I'm going to tell you the exact pair. The next thing I'm going to tell you is whether it's a buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. Remember, we're keeping it simple. We're just copying and pasting until you go back and actually learn it, okay? Which I want to get you some income right now, okay? So those are different. When I say buy stop, buy limit, sell limit, those are what's called pending orders, and those are what we utilize when we don't want to sit in front of charts all day. Okay, if we don't want to sit there and monitor the trades, we put in what's called pending orders. So if I send you a trade, I said USD JPY, I said sell limit. All right, you see right here, I clicked on market execution, and you see right here popped up what's my orders. So you see here, you got your buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop, and I would utilize whatever it is that I want. So if I say it was a buy limit, I'll put on buy limit. The next thing you want to go ahead and do, because remember, I'm never going to tell you this, is your lot size. You determine your own lot size. Yes, it's a demo account, so you can kind of play around with the lot sizes. But then once you play around with it and see, okay, how much you can, how much it would be if you had a 0.01, how much it would be if you had a 0.10, how much it would be if you had a whole standard 1.00, and then take it back down to something that you know you're going to trade with in your live account. Okay. So how do you change your lot sizes? See where it's highlighted says 0.01. I'll just click on it. Once I click on it, if I want it to be 0.10, I change it. Now, note this, when you're copying the trades and you come down here, see where it says place and it's grayed out, something might not be in yet or something might be incorrect, all right? But you see here, we haven't filled out the rest of the information yet. So let's fill in our answers. So after you said do exactly what I'm going to show you, it says buy limit. All you do is click on the buy limit. You determine your own lot size. You're going to put in whatever price that I recommended. Okay, let's say if it was this price. See if you put in the wrong price. Okay, you see the place button doesn't light up. It kind of gives you cheat codes on every single thing. Okay, see everything gets your cheat code on. Okay, but whatever it is that you're using it for, it's going to copy it in there. Okay, so let's do something simple. There we go. If you want to put in your stop loss, you'll put in whatever your stop loss is. All right, just put in some random numbers. It's not a live trade. I mean, the numbers are live, but the numbers I'm giving you right now are not for you to enter into your trading account. Okay, and then you put in whatever to stop. Remember, give you all this information. You're going to have all this in the group, and then you just click on the button. Okay, once that happens, now you place the trade. Now remember, this is a demo account, so you see the 3 G's there, it always tells you your balance. So it's a demo account. We're starting demo for a reason. And then anytime you see where it says USD JPY, if you see the green line next to it, that means that this trade is about to activate. Okay, so it's about to activate, it's about to automatically do it on its own because you already put in the parameters. You told it what you wanted to do. You're like, hey, I want you to trade on my behalf USD JPY. I'm going to put in the buy limit. You gave them the price 132.000. You gave them the stop loss at 129.850, and you gave them a take profit. So now, once the numbers that's moving to the right hand side, 132037, once it moves and matches up with your number, the one hopefully I'm keeping it very simple for you all. And then once the number 132.03736, whatever it's 444 is constantly moving. Once that number says exactly what you want it to say, which is 132000, it's going to automatically kick in the order for you. Okay, and you don't have to sit there and watch it. You don't have to wait for it either. When you know you probably are. Okay, I did the same thing. You're probably gonna sit there and look at it for a while, but you don't have to. Okay, because it's going to automatically activate on your behalf, and it's going to close out in either a profit or a loss because you told it, hey, if I reach a certain amount, close me out. That's your stop loss. And then you told it to take profit. Hey, if I reach this amount, give me my money, basically. Okay, so let's do so you can see some numbers move. So say for instance we went to, let's say NZD USD. Okay, I won't ever, right now while you're going through the newbies training, I will not ever send you any market execution orders. Okay, that's until you advance a little further. I don't want you to be nerve-wracking with the market execution orders. So we're going to take it nice and easy. So I send you all pending orders. Okay, so say we was in here and what's this, NZD USD. So say I was like market execution, even though I won't, but once you start to get into the academy, you'll probably start placing those, but we're going to keep it real simple. So if it was a market execution, which means you're getting in right now, whatever the price is, just put me in, okay? Then remember, you can change your lot size. You can put in your stop loss. So we put in our stop loss if we wanted to, okay? Right? We could put in our take profit, okay? Maybe this was your take profit. And then we put whether you want to buy or sell. So say I wanted to buy it. Okay, remember it's a demo account because I want to show you the actual numbers moving. So right here you see it's right now it's at a negative 90 cent, negative 70 cent. Anytime you see red, it's normally going to start off in red because remember, we're utilizing a broker. Okay, and the broker is always going to take their cut, maybe like 5 cents, 3 cents. That's when you do your research when it's time to open up your live account. You see what this called their spreads are because that is their cut. It's maybe 10 cents, it might be 10 cents, but it's always going to open up in the red because that's them getting their cut first, and then it starts to move in whatever direction that, you know, the market's going to move. Okay, so I want to see if it would turn blue. If it turns blue, then that means that you're in profit. Okay, so I was saying if it would turn blue, but we didn't do any analysis. You just clicking the button. So don't be afraid to click the button. So you see it says negative 20, negative 30 in blue. So blue means you're in profit right now. Okay, so you're moving in profit. So you could close it, but it's at a later time. Just want to show you how to click the button. Click the button. So you win, you place your trade, you're good to go. Now this more no, just because it's in blue, don't mean it's gonna stay in blue. Okay, it could go the opposite direction because the market is constantly moving. Okay, so we're gonna let that be. So are there any questions right now on how to actually place the trades, how to download your demo account, anything like that? And see, the market is always moving. It's still moving now. It's constantly moving. And then once you start to really advance in this, man, you're going to start doing more than Forex pairs. You're going to start doing what's called indices. So indices move a lot faster. So you'll see that number in blue go up real fast, okay? Or go down real fast too. It's the risk management, okay? All right. So what I'm going to do, if you don't have any questions so far, know where this is recorded, is I'm going to stop sharing from here, okay? And then I'm going to go back over to the main screen because now we are finishing up. Make sure I'm on the right screen here. Desktop 3. You should be able to see my screen. There we go. Perfect. So when you're looking at this, put it out the way so I can see, you already know. So right here is how to just look where we were just at, okay? Remember, I'm always going to give you the price, stop loss, take profit. I will never give you your lot size because that is totally dependent upon you. You determine your own risk, okay? So in the group, if you're not already inside the Telegram group, I'm going to create actually a separate Telegram group for the ones I'm close to working with for the next 3 days, is what you want to do. Uh-oh. There you go. If I can click my numbers right. There we go. So I'm always going to give you this. I'm always going to give you this. And I'm always going to give you stop loss and take profit. Now, when normally do these trades come through? Now, I'm not one to be up. They call it London session, which is like between 2. I'll start at 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm not up. So you won't ever see any trades come from me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Normally time when I send the trades out, okay, it's like 8 o'clock. That's called the New York session. Don't worry, you'll learn our terminology. Between 8 o'clock, I might send some at 10 a.m., okay, and then also 2 in the afternoon. Every now and then you might see me send some in the evening. But what I want you to do, even if I sent one in the morning time, like 8 a.m. or 10 a.m., and you just didn't see it until maybe the evening time, still see if you can enter that trade, because my whole goal with you is making sure you know how to place the trades, okay? And then we'll start to tweak different things to make sure that you stay in profit. But I just want to make sure that you're placing the trades. If it says you cannot place a trade, don't worry. How'd you know? Trust me. You'll know if you can't place a trade. It's going to tell you. Then I want you to message me and let me know, so then I can walk you through and get you into a live trade. I want to get you familiar with every single thing, okay? Now, one of the main things is that when it comes to doing this, I won't be the one that's training you. I'm not the one that's teaching you. I'm the one like I just did right now. I'm more like your tour guide, okay? I'm here as your extra assistance. If you need to navigate through anything or have any extra questions, it's like better than being on YouTube. Because, you know, on YouTube, you really can't reach out and ask a question, you have a question. But since you're on here and you kind of know of me, then I'll be your extra guide, okay? So when you have that question like, man, Keish, why can't I enter this trade? Or it said invalidated something, you'll know why, because you can just reach out to me and then I help you out. You don't have to wait for days and upon days. You actually have the extra mentorship, okay? That's very great. Definitely leverage that. The academy that I utilize is Extreme Global Academy, okay? Like I said, it's $7.3 trillion per day industry. What I like about it is that the way everything is set up. Okay, on next week, I'm going to go through the whole back office, show you the way the trainers are set up, and show you how we get our trade analysis. Because every trade analysis or trade idea I'm going to send to you, I got from right here in our company. So if you're able to lock arms with our company, you don't have to worry about waiting for Keish. You can just get them yourself. Plus, two, you're all also learning it. Because what I like about the xtreamfx Academy is that not only are we teaching you, right, and showing you. But then in the meantime, you're copying and pasting, getting profit while you're learning. But you can also have a youth program. Remember I said, best auntie in the world. So of course I love the youth program because now you're able to teach youth. And then another thing about the xtreamfx Global is that it doesn't matter. There's no age limit to it. There's no minimum. There's no maximum. So whether somebody is 6 years old, right, 4-year-old, 5-year-old, it doesn't matter, all the way up to I like to call my elders. Okay. So sometimes people come to us like, man, I'm not very great with technology. If you can hop on a Zoom like you did with me, trust me, you'll be good to go. Because then we have a whole educators, right, that's geared towards the elder as well. Okay, so you'll be able to find that vibe, right? So if you learn a little slower like myself, okay, you got your educators. If you learn a little more fast paced, you got the tools, you got everything that you need. Okay, so how exactly, if you are ready to get started just doing this on your own and still have my mentorship, what would the investment be? Because you know, with every educational platform, there is an investment. Okay, but I can tell you this is a lot cheaper than college. It is. Trust me, I know. I've been in college a couple times, and it's definitely a lot cheaper. Thank God I had the military, but definitely a lot cheaper. So what we have, and don't worry, you're going to have access to the website and everything like that, is our education. Okay, education, you come over here. If you want to get started learning all this right now and then get onto our new member orientation and have me walk you through everything this evening, we do have our education. So you got your Forex education, which is what we just covered, okay? But then it goes deeper. I told you, once you learn this, it can go deeper. So you got the Forex, which deal with your currencies, right? There's certain stocks over there. You also have what's called high frequency Forex. This is more time-based. So remember I told you with the Forex market, it's based upon price, but with the HFX or high frequency Forex, it's based upon time. So say for instance, you was like, hey, you had our trade ideas. Remember, we're giving you everything. And then when you learn it, you still got everything. But at least now you know why you're entering the trades. So with high frequency Forex, say you wanted to place a trade, you want to be out of it in 15 minutes. That's what high frequency Forex is. A lot of the younger crowd, they love it. Okay, because like, boom, I press the button. Hey, I'm out. That's it. Versus we have Forex education, which is actually one of my favorites. With the Forex education, we have to wait for it to hit our price. So it could take 5 minutes, could take 15 minutes, sometimes take an hour. It just depends. But here in the high frequency Forex, you click it, you set it for 15 minutes, whether you lose or win, 15 minutes, you're out the charts. Okay. And we come down, of course, we have binary, Nadex. So once you start to research your brokers, you're going to realize, especially for Forex and HFX, you have your brokers and then you have your regulated brokers. If you can go for a regulated broker, think of it as, a lot of people go to like the main banks because they know they're regulated. So if anything was to happen, you know your money is secured. Okay, so if you can, go for the regulated brokers. That's a little tip I can give you. Then of course we have our core academy, which has, so with the regular Forex academy, have some awesome educators. And if you want extra training, of course, have the core academy as well. Now, to get started, you would think it's like, $10,000, $5,000. It is not. It is only for the Forex student, $99 to get started, and then only $99 a month. Okay. Now, what's the leverage of this? Because you're like, okay, I'm paying $99. What am I getting? You're getting access to the entire academy. Okay. You're getting access to our personal groups, where we're constantly sending out the trade ideas. So just how I showed you, we go to MetaTrader 4. I'm going to send you out a trade analysis. You copy it into your MetaTrader 4. You go about your day. You get that. Plus you get what I like to call my prior military, so a different culture, okay? And it's not just one type. That's what I like about this. Not because money doesn't have a color. So it's not just one type. It's not just this color, this type, this type. No, it's all around the world, different backgrounds. College, no college, school, no school, it doesn't matter. But we all get around each other because we all have the like mind of learning how to leverage this 7.7 trillion per day market. We all get around together and learn this together, and it's powerful. So not only are you getting, yes, extra income, no guarantees, of course, but you're also getting a just phenomenal community that are care for one another, and we pretty much treat each other as family. Okay, so that's something powerful to me. With that alone, I'm like, yeah. And then plus two, you get to, like we like to say, rub elbows with people you normally wouldn't, because you never know who you're sitting next to. Somebody might be a powerful trader. Somebody might be a real estate owner. Somebody might have just connections that you need to go further in life. So when it comes to our trading platform, it goes deep, okay? But just for the, to keep it simple, we do have, you can be a Forex student, get all the trade ideas, get our Forex educators, and of course, access to myself. is only $99 a month and $99 to get started, okay? If you want to learn that time-based I was talking about, that's the HFX and the Forex, $139, okay, and $139 a month. It's real simple. Then if you want to learn on the Forex, HFX, Nadex, $179 a month. But what I would recommend, especially with you being new and you coming in, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just go for the $99 a month. But then if you want to go get extra income, of course, like with every single thing, you have an affiliate. Okay, it's totally optional. You can just strictly be a student, $99 to get started, $99 a month, you're good to go. Or you can also become an affiliate. Now, what I like about the affiliate is still $99 a month. The only thing is that you're going to pay a $69 one-time annual fee. Okay, just to become an affiliate. Think of it as a franchise. You're franchising part of the business, so you only got to pay the $69, way cheaper than Chick-fil-A. $69 annual fee. That's one time. So which means if you want to be the affiliate and earn extra income, right? That's man, the compensation plan is phenomenal. That's what if you want to refer people. Even if you didn't want to refer people, I would just recommend, if you can, is the $168. It's $69 plus $99, $168, and then it's still only $99 a month. Because even if you're not referring people, you have me with you. So I'm going to help you grow. So when it comes to the affiliate part, I like to think of it as, instead of me putting my own personal money into my trading account, now I'm just going to utilize the extra commissions I get on the affiliate side to put into my trading account. So now I ain't got to worry about using my bill money. I don't have to worry about using any of my personal money because I'm going to strictly utilize my affiliate funds. Okay? And don't worry, it's not as hard as you think. Okay? Because like I said, trading is simple. And also too, this part is simple as well, especially when you have me and my community working with you. Okay? So the very basic $99 for affiliate part, it could be $168 today. And then of course $99 a month. Then it goes up further. But I like to keep it simple. So right here is all you need, okay? And you still get every single thing. And on top of the affiliate part, you also get a do-it-yourself credit report. So they actually show you how to remove things off your credit, whether it's loans, medical bills. It gets good. It gets good, okay? But I don't want to go too long on class today. But it gets good, and I'll go over a lot more next week, okay? Now, make sure if you haven't already, especially too if you're not inside the Telegram group, our personal site, as far as on the, the free side, it's a Forex Vibes. So forex-vibes.com. This is where I post all the recordings. So any recording I ever do, I post it here. If you ever want to get in contact with me, you got me here, okay? So talk a lot about everything, and right here are all the previous recordings that I've done. But I want you to do, if you're new to this, all right? Especially if you're going to get started with the $99, definitely let me know. And then you're also going to come over here. Say new to trading, start here and start working through each and last one of these videos. Okay, and right at the top, like I said, when you're ready to get started, you got to contact us. It's going to bring you straight to me. Schedule your strategy session, brings you straight to me. And like I said, I'll be able to send you the link and I'll walk you through everything, because I know I like to be trained, and so I, of course, always deliver the favor as well. Okay, so don't worry, this information will be inside the group. Okay, so I have any questions? Any questions? Going once, going twice. All right, so I just want to recap. We went over leverage, lot sizes, pips, showed you how to take a trade idea. Don't worry, be right back here again next Thursday. Went over stop loss and also your take profit. Now, I want to make sure you just don't overcomplicate this stuff. You got access to me for the next 3 or 4 days. Utilize it, okay? Please utilize it. Unless you join in our academy, and of course you got access to me for as long as you're in the academy, okay? Now, make sure you stay updated, okay? If you're not going to be locking arms with me today, make sure you save this in your alarm. Set your alarm for Thursdays, 2 p.m. Eastern time. What I do is exactly go right back over this again and again and again until you understand it, okay? And then I place all my recordings, like I said, on the Forex-Vibes with a Z.com. Our recordings go up there. Do have a Facebook page. And then make sure for you, when it's time for the trainings, these are the meeting ID and the password. Okay, so go ahead and screenshot that if you need to. And then for those that are ready to go ahead and get started, okay, make sure, are you ready for your daily copy and paste trade analysis? So you don't have to really depend upon me. Daily training for my expert educators, and then an on-demand learning platform. So it's not nothing that you got to be like, oh my God, I have to rush through it. No, it's on your pace, okay? Then we have the live trainings. Everything is recorded as well, okay? But you learn a lot from the live. You can learn a lot from recording too, but it's nothing like being on live and asking your questions. Questions will make you money, okay? And then, of course, are you ready to earn some extra income? All right. So if you are, all you gotta do is text "I'm ready" to 833-367. dream cards, right? Because it's got to be a dream. But you got to be intentional. You got to be able to feel it. You got to be able to smell it. Because it's coming to you, whatever it is. So whatever it is that you're dreaming for and hoping for and wishing for, go out there and find it. Find the future of it. Not very many, unless you own Toshiba, LG, and those type of things, right? If not, your TV and that Netflix and Hulu or that cable is not making you money. It's better off. Look at this.
Yeah. You saw when it was in the middle line, you don't want to trade, right? You don't want to put in there because you don't know which one is going to go up or down. So you can go to another one.
How old are you, Dravis?
14.
14?
Yep.
If anytime it's in the middle, I want to put buy or sell because you never know what's missing. So a new thing that I call it, in the middle, I call it a mystery buy. So in the middle, you don't know what about it. Yeah. Okay. So then basically, oh yeah. So they have like every time frame, like 15 minutes. I go between the middle.
Alright, I got you. I'm share my screen. So I can be showing both of you all. So you see my screen?